This is Liberty Online TV powered by Orange Sierra Leone.
Orange.
For the news, with the hour, log into Liberty TV online. Positively, we bring the change. They get the masses involved. Staff them everywhere. We climb the mountain just to get the news. We go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, voices come. Credibility, now we ability news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. He count on me, he count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. Human them, girl begin the security power. Make it call on me, count on me anyhow. Liberty we ride, like an eagle we fly. Liberty TV day before. We climb the mountain just to get the news. Go down the slums to get the views. Hi, yeah, voices down. Hi, yeah, give the news, give the views, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer. We human them, girl picking, there's a get power. He count on me, he count on we anyhow. Give the news, give the view, the tell where you want them. Government issues, democracy, now we not the answer.
Alright, good morning and welcome back to the Liberty Breakfast Show where they come to you live now Liberty Online Television. We apologize for that interruption where we get now the broadcast this morning, and remember, so you still watch the breakfast show now Liberty Online Television. In case you get any question for us, comments for make regarding the topic we will discuss now the program this morning, you can drop them now the comment section now the different platform them Osai on the watch with this morning. We tell you say today we want can talk about political appointments them we can come out directly from the president, and we know say people they we can go through parliament for ensure say parliament gets a committee where now the appointments committee on appointments, we get the responsibility for vet them people here, so before they can agree or disagree for the appointments them. How them people are done the work, then don't go according to what they're supposed for do, especially when they can go take oath of office and go to the different office them for work. We discuss the issues and then at the program this morning. The members of parliament them get the responsibility for ensure so then people here we can get political appointments and vet them well so that we then go represent the country or do anything at the office them at the end of the day they meet the expectation of the public, because then they don't take oath of office where they serve. Well, today at the program, we want to talk to the members of parliament. Let we discuss the issues around political appointments. What's not the role and responsibility of the committee on appointments? How then they vet the people we can get them presidential appointments here, and what they don't they do? They don't meet the expectations of we members of parliament. We can go agree for them at the end of the day. That's what they discuss in this edition of the program. And for help we talk about this at the program this morning, we get Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara from the All People's Congress, APC Party. And sir, if you happen to be a member of the Committee on Appointments, good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show.
Good morning.
All right, now a pleasure also this morning. We get Honorable Bashiru Siliki, where they are the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP, and also a Deputy Leader of Government, Business and Parliament. Good morning and welcome to the Liberty Breakfast Show. All right, well, these are our guests, and when I say for the watch the program, can ask you questions regarding what we discuss this morning. What you think about the political appointments them we don't they come out, the people and we don't go through parliament, what they don't they do for represent Sierra Leoneans them, what are your thoughts around this topic? You can drop them to +232 74 200 54 74 200-545. And you can also drop them in the comment section at the different platforms that they broadcast this morning. I'll start with Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara from the All People's Congress APC party, because you then are the committee on appointment, and we know say them people are working go through parliament, we then you don't get the appointments them from president. It left with parliament now for let una go investigate and vet them people here before una agree or decide so una not agree for the appointments them based on waiting una get against criteria for let them people here go through na parliament. But let me just start first. For the benefit of the public, let we know the exact responsibility of parliament where we talk about political appointments for the one way they go through parliament.
Okay, thank you very much. Let I also make you understand, say, me na the opposition whip, the current parliament, and normally it is the responsibility of president. Then the constitution get the mandates for hire and for fire. Therefore, the only rule we get as parliament now for ensure say we look at what the constitution prescribe. If some position and they like for me, then we tell you say, okay, this person will get 5 years experience in this area, like the ACC boss, like the ombudsman. You get criteria, then would ensure say the person meet the criteria. And some of them jobs and they carry with qualifications. Say the person will get this kind of qualification, this kind of qualification. But majority of them jobs and they know they carry with qualifications. So we all have to do integrity checks for ensure that the person meets the criteria of the president, and not to possibly get criminal records, bankrupt, and commit any crime we supposed not to make you hold the offices. We normally they look at the person's ability when they go to the office to say, okay, they get the required ability for go manage them, because if you do that one day and say, okay, this person not for pass here because according to they see the person not get what it take for go run the office, then you're also saying the president, you don't usurp the president in power. So as a committee, we look at what they present to us, and we go through the CVs, we go through them basic qualification experience what they present to we, and for ensure say we do due diligence to we enroll as parliament. What becomes of them after they've been appointed is what perhaps is important for the public, and how they carry up their activities, whether them fail for on up to the tax the offices provide is what becomes our concerns as citizens first, and also as members of parliament, because when they fail from meet their obligations to the offices, when they fail from do waiting rights for the citizens, it will lead to a whole situation where the country they suffer immensely. But when we go into that, we go to key ministry agencies and see how they don't perform over the years, and how the lack of performance don't they affect the country in terms of growth, in terms of service delivery, and even the economic implications to the citizens.
So, Honorable, how critical the committee can be for able to vet them appointees when they can face parliament?
As I say, it's not a committee where you expect people to probe into. We look at your past records. This man be don't thief, if you don't get corruption case, this person be don't get this, what's your academic qualification, are your documents authentic? We're not going to your ability for go run the office. Now just like an interview. You interview the person and you ensure say he will meet up to the documentations that he present, and records and correct, and you give them the opportunity for go serve. Don't forget that this not of somebody we they appoint. Now the confidence of the president for appoint the person, and the person is representing the president in that capacity where they go. So we not just for go confirm whether the person meets the state obligations them.
Well, if
in as much as you don't state clearly say now the president appoints, that make the appointments we can come out from state house, always where they see the public notice where they come out, then appointments the way the president they make, they only will be valid. We don't go through parliament. we means in una the parliamentarians and go for decide whether this person where the president get intention for in appoint or where he don't appoint, whether the person meets to the status or the criteria them of una na parliament now una they decide and the president in hand not the so far based on the appointments and way president build on the make since 2018 we come to now we are in 2025. You make mention of two keyword them. You say una they do integrity check and also do due diligence to the appointments them. You convince say them people them we una don't agree for based on the appointments we come out and state house. So una na the committee. Una don't do due diligence and do proper integrity check on them people here.
Well, so far I would say yes, because we don't ever approve somebody in a parliament. It will later come people and say, oh, this man be don't thief, or if you don't rape somebody, because now all sexual offenses matters. It means that person not for all public office. We're not getting issues and it, and the public never prove we wrong. It say we don't ever approve anybody we get a criminal record or we present false documentation before parliament. So, in the year of doing our job as members of parliament, when it comes to the approval, I think we've done a good, and if I for it, we say if I go so we've done up to 99% of what is expected of us. But as I say, wait till we know the vouch for now the character, the input, and then performance into the MDAs where they go after the approval. But when it comes to the approval, we screen them. We check.
But during the screening, you're able for assess say, this person based on what they see. It go deliver or not, because an interview session where you go for a job sort of, then the interview now based on your response and the way you present your documents and person go determine say this person will go and they go serve well.
Well, then they go push me a bit for venture into something else, but I will tell you, when you interview people where president they appoint for go take up jobs, you see fat CVs, you go see careers, they don't work. You prove and say yes indeed, they don't work, and they yes indeed. But when they go to those offices, then performance, we basically now go for discourse, will tell you today whether if they are experienced, whether they present to we check documentations, we do integrity checks, say this person not be done thief, you know we don't get case in a court, you know we don't convict them, and even we don't convict them, there was a conviction means enough for all public offices, that's what we check for. But when you go beyond that to their performance, which we are going to discuss, it's a different thing altogether.
Because now that's have been a try.
Because I know the vouch say because they go through parliament, it means say they have performed. We not get any way for check them performance. We not get indicator check in the parliament for so they come based on which you present. We will say okay, we go to the office, you get for go perform.
What about for check the previous performance of that particular individual? There is no space or criteria within the committee for check on this person,
say
we don't do before.
So say for example, then decide for appoint Mabel now as Minister of Information. Yeah. It's coming from the private sector. They run a own personal business, it's a different entity totally from where you can make them for Canada government entity, because it gets your own challenges in the government sector. So you will not use in successes at that point to the appoint them for determine whether it's going to succeed in the government sector. So as I say, at the interview level, we cannot use those yardstick for say the person they succeed until what they can review now. So, and this is what we're doing as members of parliament, and that's why we do oversight, and that is why we have reports coming out on those MDAs for sure, whether the person don't perform to the expectations. The power we not get as parliament is we not get the power because it's only the president that has the power to hire and to fire. We raise the issue, and also we extremely feel say the person don't perform below expectations. We can ask the president, say this person not good for purpose. But even at that day, it left to the behest of the president for fire the person. So we don't have that power to fire anybody.
All right, Honorable AKK, continue for the with me at the studio. Let me just bring in Honorable Bash, where they represent the Sierra People's Party SLPP in our parliament. We don't hear it from Honorable AKK based on waiting the committee on appointments they do na parliament for vet same people here. We can don't get appointments from the president because now una parliament they decide whether the appointments here the president make the people for go na the office here or not. Plenty people get the assumption say members of parliament them not they deny people them once then they come from the office of the president because the president appoints them when they go to parliament, no matter what, then go lobby and go through then committee here. How you go describe waiting on the happen at parliament in terms of integrity check we make mention of and also doing due diligence to the people of Sierra Leone when una can ready for vets the people we president can appoint.
Thank you very much. Coincidentally, I'm also the deputy chairman for the appointment committee. When the appointment they come, with the state house they put them up publicly, so that then go even tell them say then people are going to go through parliament, and we self as parliament, we make them very public. I make we not do anything as secret. We always they tell the public say, if you get an issue against any individual the president will appoint for Brian Kana Parliament, because we parliaments are representative of the people. The president self na motorman, now make the law say where the president pick anybody, because the president no go able for no ultimate all man as alone, and they send them back to we, the people and representative, for no watch them people there and help the presidents for look them properly and no see them fit for the officer. So now that make when His Excellency they nominate anybody for Lego Parliament, it is put on a public, and they tell the public say them people have to go Parliament, and Parliament self they announce them, and would go sit down na public back for interview them. Now make what they call a public hearing. In that process, like my brother said, then they bring their CVs, then they bring documentations who they ask for them. Would they make sure so we ask them around the documentation and they would they make sure say we probe them for make sure say them fit for purpose. At the end of the day, we not go levy any allegations against anybody we not get enough evidence. We self as members of parliament, now what am I there? A possible say we go make mistake, but the mistake then they not deliberate. But if the public we get so much information past we, then self-able help we. I feel so we can most times rely on them people on the help then they. So we members of parliament and the appointment committee, we they make sure we hold public meetings, we they make sure we interview them before posting them, we they make sure we ask the necessary questions based on we questionnaire, based on what we feel. Then at the end of the day, we assess them and present them to plenary for approval.
You say
one thing we I want to let know. Now that we parliament not to be the appoint. We parliament we just the help the president. The president and getting government
now
now
they
vote
decide
for.
if them people here for go or
they,
not.
No, not we they
because
help
now
the
they interview them.
president. We they help the president for make sure say the people that we appoint then qualify and then fit for the offices then they. Now only when we don't make sure, because the reason why we they make sure, because now we the people then we then they go serve. And now we now are representative. So president they say, look there, now that way I want not them go serve, they help me serve. We not the people and now we make sure say we president don't present them to we look background check, we look at their CVs, we make sure say them fit for them purposes then they with all the information we don't gather personally and from the public. Now the one them they rely on. And once we convince, say they want them qualify, we they care then go to Parliament of the whole house. For the Parliament of the whole house, if watch them and see if they for see them if they fit and they vote for them, follow them, go do the various work.
You say one thing where they do before they agree or disagree for their appointments here from State House, now for whole public meeting. Whose format this public meeting can take for when I hear from the public, but appointments and with the president can give to people?
So for every appointment we can put on public, first of all. If you watch any appointment with PR, most appointments, it is expected that every appointment with PR for put on the media, for not say, oh, they don't appoint them people there, and then people here, they go face parliament. If anybody get anything we go debar, then people here for holding office there, let the people here inform Parliament or they inform the members of Parliament. We did do that day, and we did do it even before the interview. Most times we don't get a case. We even just before the interview starts, people they don't kind tell we say this person don't qualify, this person this person get a challenge here. But the other constraint we Parliament gets and where the appointment committee gets, now that you don't go just can make allegations say maybe don't thief, maybe be don't thief na this office just with word of mouth, because we Parliament we not just rely on words of mouth. If Mabel, for instance, we do a background check on Mabel, it be the 98.1, it be the Liberty TV, then get a government appointment. Somebody can tell you, say, oh, Mabel, we don't see 98.1 academic commodity. We know they rely on that day. You for bring enough proof for tell we see the reason why Mabel not for hold this position, not because Mabel was indicted.
The reason why I ask you whose formats the public meeting they take, because what you explain so, now like a public notice where the PR na Parliament go circulates na the media for let people know say this they happen. We're different from waiting you say we na meeting, public meeting, like get a meeting with people and from the public. Not to that.
I say it's a
you say when they
public
get
interview.
public meeting.
It's a public interview, meaning with the interview in the presence of all man,
Right.
not to corner, not to inside a room. You did notice that almost all the appointment meetings don't happen in a committee room number 1.
And when I can open it to the members of the public?
It would open up to members of the public for observe. But the comments and concerns of members of the public for come before the meeting. Now that make when the president they appoint and they put on public, then they inform the public say, then people are supposed to go see the clerk for their arrange meeting with the appointment committee. And the appointment committee they expect say the public for help we serve not a man there. We not sabi all man. Now who they vet them people in there, we don't know most times and the document they will then present to they rely on. But una the public way sabi them more pass we. If una get any reason why make them people here not for pass the appointment committee? Why make them people here not for good at the office where His Excellency the President don't pick them for? Would they expect the public for help we? Now that make when we're ready for conduct the interview, then the public say this interview the conductor or no conductor that corner. With the conductor in the presence of the public.
So like Honorable, you don't serve Parliament for quite a very long time, and I'm pretty sure you get a wide experience with regards to parliamentary proceedings. You mentioned about una can open up to the public, in which the public can, whether the public gets any or information with regards to their appointees, and you una could open a room for let them come and give them information. And they, for the sake of the public and family to watch, there has been any time where parliaments don't reject any presidential appointee?
Yes. We don't reject a presidential appointee. I could still remember the ombudsman. Now, the last parliament, there was a lady appointed ombudsman. I know one can discuss on a public dialogue, but everybody knows that there was a lady appointed before Leon Jenkins written at the end. Yes, before Ingo, there was a lady appointed before him, and that lady was not approved by Parliament. This the 5th Parliament. We don't get several other issues, other persons where Parliament don't reject. We equally don't get somebody with a paramount chief where they recommend for the board who not even interview. Because the information they will get even before the interview, the person go to Parliament, we did not even interview him, and we told His Excellency the Presidency, the person because of 1 or 2 things, not qualified. We don't get serious. The case then they don't do.
How una the vet the CV them when came present to una Parliament after the president kido appoint some people here?
It's normal CV we watch them. Of course, then biography then they decided whether they don't work. Most of this like my colleague tell you.
Because the reason why they ask, anybody can present a document and say this na my CV to Parliament, where una forget the responsibility for prove whether or not this possibility presents to we na authentic thing.
And that make we also get the public for help we, and we'll continue for say Even as I sit on here as deputy chairman of the appointment committee, I'll continue to say we still need the guidance and help of the public. I'll continue to say we get 4 years for go, and inside these 4 years we get for do plenty more other interviews. We have always said and will continue to say the public supposed to help we by the interview there. We not sabi all thing. We not to master all thing. Anytime the public feel strongly or anybody who His Excellency appoints, we feel say that person is not qualified because of 1 or 2 reasons and he gets enough evidence, please make it available to the appointment committee, to the clerk of parliament, to the director of committees, or to any member of parliament for the notification of members of parliament. We simply wait and see if it's in the camp. To the best of our ability, we do your due diligence. That make if you watch the composition of the committee, we get the opposition, we get the ruling party, and we get the paramount chief members of parliament to the best of their ability. If we as LPPC and say, oh, we find a FCDS APC on the other hand, go look from an opposition point, then we know say, oh no, this is not fine, and we then go bring council notice. If we, the political parties, don't look and say, we find, and make we get paramount chiefs, then when are the moral guarantors between we political parties, then they are the committee, then self-supposed to look at and make sure say they advise you and say all this. So it's a composition of all members of parliament, the ruling party, the opposition, and the paramount chiefs. So we they do your due diligence by looking at it. But it's possible to say some of the things that we look at, we go don't look at to the best of our ability, but to the other public, you will get enough justifications to say, we too don't look at no rights. So that make we inform una and we continue to talk to una say, una can help we run the country, una not left the country.
So like how una can call on them people and una can help you, una count the information say what we need for vet them presidential nominees there, how una can access them particular information in the way they can, because probably somebody will get a personal ill for somebody with a appoint, it out wrong information to the committee. How I can vet some of the information?
So that make we know they rely on just word of mouth. I don't tell you say we don't get situations when person don't come, you just can't explain, oh, this person has to do this person. I mean there be calendar. We don't rely on that. Now make we even where they ask for the public input and they talk say whether the public input come with proof. Because you know they come because of personal vendetta, because I not like Mabel. I go tell Parliament say, oh, Mabel be don't do this. I not like
So now, Honorable, in terms of performance, as the deputy head of that committee on appointments, are you proud of the people where una be don't grade for, where they work in different ministry departments and agencies, embassies, and elsewhere, taking into consideration the way how things that they happen at the country? Let we take electricity, agriculture, health, and different other sectors. Are you proud as the deputy in that committee of the people that we want to approve, where they head some of the institutions here?
I am very proud of the work we do as members of parliament. We don't make sure say we don't interview people. They don't prove to the best of their ability at parliament. They don't convince we. As deputy leader of that committee, I'm very, very proud. I make we not ever care anybody gonna
based
plenary.
On the conviction where them go give una.
Hold on.
Are they performing?
Hold on. Hold on. I make we not ever care anybody go at the plenary, they reject them. So in terms of performance, that is left to the various line committees organ at parliament, because they will get every ministry, department and MD. There's a line committee we're responsible for provide oversight on them. We appointment committee, we don't work and for just interview, due diligence, and hand that over to parliament. Parliament, they form other subcommittees, when they call sessional committees, then committee then get responsibility now for look into the performances of all persons approved by parliament in their various offices for make sure say them people then perform to the best of their ability. But the buck stop with His Excellency the President, because we all know His Excellency the President we vote for. And the bigger people and if he feels satisfied that the people in fit for purpose, he continues with them. And make it get it right as per the law for hire them without explaining to nobody and then fire them without explaining to nobody, not owe anybody explanation. So His Excellency the President or any other president will be done day before, we go day after, now then you work that day. If they feel satisfied, for say they were we don't pick. With Parliament don't approve, say they were qualified, then go do well or they not do well. But we on the appointment committee, we want to focus on. We can talk generally about governance, we are going to prepare for. But on the part of the appointment committee, we are very proud. We are very pleased of the people there who do interview.
Now that make I ask you, say, then when they all want to interview, waiting at the public now they work. Una still proud of what they do based on the conviction when they been going, we make una approve them.
Of course. For some of them did well. You have calls. You also have those who not do well. We still believe that we all believe say they not do well, because you get some way go down. Generally, we all in a public. Where they see some people that way they do well, don't carry themselves well, don't handle the ministries, the MDs, the various offices well. You get some also where they don't sack in the period all day. We get some people that way His Excellency don't appoint. Even this 6th Parliament, we have people that way His Excellency don't appoint. We have the same people that way His Excellency don't sack, because His Excellency not please. And we go continue for sack them, it go continue for appoint them. We self, on the other hand, we always don't say that the well. Me, I have always stood in the well and say, if them people are go disappoint you, because when they come for interview, they speak all the good English, they lobby with, they explain, they know, they say they qualify. Most of the time, we are not pleased. And we have raised issues that we are not pleased with. In that well, they have raised issues we are not pleased with, and we will continue raising issues we are not pleased with.
What's one of the latest issues where Parliament, especially the appointments they want to make people and they go ahead and take from the president, we are not pleased with?
No. We not the Parliament not promoted as a Parliament for position on anybody. So the Parliament is an institution also. I want to let you know that one day.
So in the capacity where they are this morning, you able to give any example of people where una don't vet, don't go out there. One side of the coin, you are okay as a deputy in the appointments and commitment based on them performance, so you're proud of, and you give the public again another one. We don't go through on an appointments committee where you believe say there is a question mark in terms of service delivery. Now the sector with the fairness.
No. What me simply they do, I want to let you also know that one day, now for help His Excellency, for nominees, for make sure say them fit for the offices and then we don't do. In terms of them performance, not to appointment committee now, they go check if they don't do it right or wrong. So waiting me go clearly.
But parliamentary committee again, we can go around for monitor.
Exactly. So if you have been at this point, I feel say if you want to discuss on anything, for instance, energy, you go, because I not get much insight on energy, for instance. We get a committee responsible for energy, where you go bring and say, okay, you have been doing business for the last 1 year or so. You've been doing business with the energy committee. Are you pleased? What you learn? What you go add? What you go suggest? How you go mark for improver? But again, me, no can't say, I go deny for it all MDs. For it all my order.
You don't need for it all. But you must get people or institutions where say, now only the vet them people here. I just give an example of energy, I give an example of agriculture, health, but there are many. So you don't need for name all. And no say you serve them at the country, they see how things they go. People on a daily basis, they call on President Bio for ensure say, then people are can get appointments to do what they're supposed to do for service delivery, for the public, waiting for the work for.
I believe His Excellency the President that we vote for is the Chief Executive of the state. If he's not happy to anybody in performance, he get the rights for fire.
All right, let's just bring Honorable Bash. They come back to you. Let's just bring in Honorable AKK. From your own perspective, the appointments them where una they agree based on waiting the commot status where President Kingdom get appointments to people and where una Kingdom vet don't go. How you go describe performance under this bill-led administration, the appointments them where una don't agree for?
If I take a generality of key top ministries and agencies, and if I rate them over 100, I will give them 10%.
Why?
And I will be specific for take I know they use me friction this morning. I know they use which I write. And they use key indicators and government instruments for rate the current regime. For me, I would tell you like the Minister of Health is not fit for purpose.
Why?
Go back to the 2023 audit report. You know, one of the theory that happened to now when they talk about audit report, people like always class and to just the financial losses. You understand? But it goes far more to just the calculation on figures. Like take Connaught for example. As we talk so currently, by 2023 we then do the audit report. Connaught not even get full-time gloves for the doctors them. We only get one blood bank. A day off for almost 2-3 months. Blood not in Connaught. You go to Connaught, you know, get complete wheelchairs them. You get termed in a Connaught, you know, they get this not to it at all. This is what the auditors have sent to them, and this and we don't reply to before they publish them. If you go, for example, not just even waste your time with Connaught, they only get 2 ambulances na Connaught. Kema Road, of course, not get a station ambulance at all. The entire NAMES facility government creates for deal with the ambulance sector. Also, being a member of the health committee is a sham, a complete shame.
So for you, the president by now for don't sack the Minister
of Health is not good for purpose. Go to Tobo, for example. The entire southern region, if we get 3 freezers na the mortuary, as we talk so now, God forbid.
Sorry, we get
3 big freezers, them where they take cups up to each one, they take like 12, we not be 36. A faulty for almost 3 years now, they're not, you know, they work. So as we talk to the entire southern region, only get 2 small freezers, they only take 9 cups. So in case of any emergency, they never took somebody from the entire southern region past Encounter and Freetown for can preserve the body. For me, that's not just a shame. That is a disgrace to our nation.
So like,
let me just land. You go to Kenema, you not get specialist doctors na Kenema. So anybody who's sick na Kenema, for example, they get for any special needs, they get for come back na Freetown. So for me, I ask myself the question. I have said this over and again. Say, until we move our attention small part the figures of the audit service reports, we are not doing justice to ourselves. Because most times when they come, either the journalists, the civil society, the politicians, we only concentrate on the figures. It goes far beyond the figures. You understand? So for me, the Minister of Health, for example, is not good for purpose.
So if for you now the worst performing ministry that
no, it's not the worst. I just start there. Go to the Ministry of Agriculture. According to the audit reports, for the year 2022-2023, now only 25% of the total activities we then get now they don't implement. 25. So 75% of them planned activities have not been achieved. And then get machineries and then stores we then just pack where they not distribute for almost 4 years. You understand? And you're talking about feed salon, and you prioritize yourself as a government. They do service delivery. They do service delivery for the people. You understand? It's not just the cash loss, but if you cannot actively implement up to even 26% of what you plan for the year, the feed salon they fail. I will continue for talking why people think say we're being political. We are not being political, and this is not what I have written. This is what the audit report of 2023 indicates. See, they only implement 25%. So 75% of the feed salon project are not being implemented. That's a fail for the ministry. And I don't do alone inside one season. This man has been there for like 3 years now. For one season, if you're able to meet up the indicators and you're only implementing 25% of what government wants for feed salon, you should go home. Go to the Ministry of Education, for example. For me, they ask me the question, why is President still keeping Saki in the office? For 3 good years now, wait on the day. Every year they get picking the they omit. I don't follow up this matter on several occasions. In fact, this year it was off. Unlike the other previous years when WAEC they create the problem. This year, WAEC give the notice to Minister of Education early. Minister of Education will submit the names them to WAEC, then collect the names them from the schools them early, then give to one old Dr. Dupini for verify every picking. So then delay say they're able to verify all the picking them. As we speak, this year you get over 100,000 picking over the seats. And you still keep him in the office. So for me, some of them here, if you like I say, na connivance or na deliberate act, or somebody is not telling the president that some of these things are happening. I have called on the president over and again, and I'll continue to call on him. Say, stop allowing people to force you to look at the audit report from a political lens. look at the audit report, look at the performance indicators in the audit service report. Forget about the financial losses, because some of them financial losses, they will say, oh, they not present receipts on time, they not present this. But when you come to the things that the people are supposed to do, as they talk, imagine the under the Minister of Education feed and the school feeding program. You remember say China be giving rest, we then be safe for school feeding. As we buy rest na public 900,000 leons, the Ministry of Education sell the same rest to a private person 300,000 for bag.
But Honorable, if they say somebody not they tell the president the truth about waiting actually they happen at their ministries here, for example, what about una within a parliament? There is a whole oversight committee we're supposed for the know waiting they happen, not just una limiting on ourselves, appointments and go parliament, una agree and left them so.
Okay. Let's tell you this, Mabel. It's an interesting topic all over. When we did look at, I don't tell you so they look at appointments. We look at the CV of the person, who's I study, if not they study, integrity and everything. But when it comes to key indicators, do we not say some of these things? We do on a regular basis. You understand? Any other day, I don't do in this campaign with the Ministry of Education for 3 years now. On them, PK or not the seat was. But we live in a country where you point out issues way wrong in a particular ministry, as long as you're in the opposition, they consider you for be unprogressive in the words of people who are not sober-minded. Because I cannot sit as a citizen in Sierra Leone, you tell me, say, 100,000 Peking, 170,000 Peking, and they sit once a year, then you expect me to keep quiet about that one day. And you know what tell me, say, at this salon, then give fresh for feed Peking, they're within a school. You understand? You sell that as the 300,000 a bag instead of 900,000 at the shop rate. To one person, where you get many other suppliers them in that services. Then you say no. I mean, at this point number they sell ghee and at 9,000. I am saying this because when it comes to service delivery, you understand, like the health, you understand, there is no other way to it. Everybody in a Sierra Leone, they access the health. Take ETSA for example. The way they align the electricity generation in the salon, you get ETSA when then they interface with the people for get the light. You get EGTC when then they generate the light. Now EGTC they go into agreement with Cummins. But if you go to the audit report and say one of the things don't create most of the challenges what they get at the sector, at the factory, ETSA instead of using EGTC, they interface directly to the suppliers them where they create problem for EGTC, not able to generate the required revenue for pay. You understand? And when you get some of them things that happen at governance, you ask yourself the question, where does the president sit in all of this? Is it well
like honorable, you don't they mention about three sectors, the health, the education and the agricultural sector.
No, then if fire them, automatically they should be fired.
So as a sitting honorable, how best you don't interface with some of them ministers and when you see there's a problem going wrong?
I think I don't meet with the Minister of Education more than 5 times. I'm talking about meeting with him one-on-one, meeting with him with the speaker, meeting with him with the deputy speaker for look at issues. As we talk so this year, you know, you get key schools them way I not elect for call they name them. And the most painful thing for me way I can always champion this, not the fact say their schools and the way involved most times na girls schools them. And the last ones the entire matter nobody knows it there. You know what they mean? Even if you get a law, we say the picking not for get belly, not for married at 18, it means say by 18 the picking for don't sit once. But because another sit once within that 18 day, you just don't open, you don't unveil the picking for be a bride without not taking exam sets. So imagine you get over 1,000 of them picking for seats. Now a girls school you deprive not for seats. How many of them go return back the other year? And when they can the other year, they are not qualified by the policy of government because them picking and they, you understand, don't pass. Because what they do, they calculate the year we sit back to the year we can sit twice. If you sit in 2021, by 2024, you don't 3 years, you for sit twice. So if you can now, you sit 2020, you can 2024, by then your calculation, you are not qualified. So imagine them picking they all go don't be deprived. This year, as we see, don't so girls, Methodist Girls House School, we match them this year. They are being faced. They are almost at the executing end. But the same with some of the FSSG.
You're not able for cross-check within the problem because recently we see a press release from the Ministry of Education
Now cover
with
up.
regards to
Now
the
cover up.
schools that were not able for done the registration.
Okay.
According to the ministry, most of the schools them no submit to the time where they're supposed to submit them picking the names because according to them, schools and one for wait to the last time we then go get more picking them for just add them to the list.
I am depth into this matter. I don't do enough research on this matter. And while I talk with authority in this particular education matter. I don't interface with WIEC, staffs in WIEC, and I don't interface with staffs in ministry, including the minister. Let me also say, for me, as far as I'm concerned, on the Ministry of Education, the minister needs to be fired. It cannot solve the problem. Let me show you the problem.
Maybe okay, so I'll go out for react.
We'll come to you shortly.
The first thing is
3 issues we don't raise.
We get issues with the Ministry of Education. This year, last year, WIEC pull a notice to the schools and send directly to them. I told them, no, that's not your mandate. So the beginning when they stopped off it last year was not the fault of the ministry. I agree on that one day. This year, WIEC accept from the list from the ministry. The ministry delay for send the list. So it's an illustration of that nature, you understand, in which you're sacrificing the livelihood of parents. Imagine you don't pay for person for 3 years. When the total fees where government they pay for picking for 3 years now about 210,000. You understand? Then now if you stop the picking for seat once, and mama they go pay 2 million for private ones. So it is painful.
We'll come back to you shortly. You just don't make mention, say, as far as you're concerned, the Minister of Health, the Minister of Education, and the Minister of Agriculture
should be fired.
Then for be fired. Based on your arguments, we don't. Let me just bring come Honorable Bashiru. We don't listen where I ask the question we get for do with performance based on the appointments the way the president can make, where then people can go through parliament. It don't make any point. It get 3 ministries and we don't highlight, say, health, education, and agriculture. The ministers should be fired because they're not perform. What do you think about this?
Thank you very much, Mabel. I not feel say the ministers should be fired. For me, I feel say that the decision of the president. For instance, the health ministry. These are aging problems which they face today. Like what Honorable AKK say, all of it the audit service say, these are not issues we don't come for the source audit reports. Now, and we get an opportunity for everyone to discuss openly the audit reports. We done the parliament long before now. There was a period audit report they either. But let us talk about the health sector. For instance, today, as we stand, we make sure see every district we construct district health facility. Every district we don't get more PHUs. Now areas where PHUs they're not been there, we don't recruit more staff, more health service providers, we don't get more PIN codes. You know, say when we come as a government, we get beaucoup people we qualified as nurses. We don't get PIN codes, we don't improve, we don't get more PIN codes. If you go today, we not say we not get and write it's a process. If you go Connaught, you realize it. At least in far better off than it be there some few years ago. You did notice if you go now, bow, so you see, like you say, okay, I not follow up on the mortuary because I know if you say we go down that route for this purpose of this conversation, I'll make sure say I continue. But if you go both today, you did notice say we don't install solar energy. So that all the constraint for energy in both government hospital today with they generate the electricity through solar. You go to Kenema, you notice say they don't improve on the health facility in Kenema. We don't build new hospital in Kailao. Where you go with the bill 3 referral hospitals. One has been launched in Jembe, one for the north, and one in the western area.
Building is one, so but are they equipped?
Because
it makes mention of facilities.
Let us build on the structures.
But you go there, you know, get.
Of course, if you go Connaught today, you today will go Connaught. Far better off pass I be there first. Systems don't in place. We haven't got it right because from independence.
So you're proud of the performance of the Minister
so far, the
of
Minister
Education
has done
Health.
has done well.
So what are the key areas that we fault on the three
in terms of education, our flagship program, I know it is challenge. I know so now we basically they pay school fee from primary to secondary school levels. There is no way as government we pay school fee from GSS1 to SSS3. From today we say we reach for SS3. We deliberately say after paying all those fees, we deliberately say we know they allow picking them for seats. We all know the problem. Mr. Seflaya, I remember when Honorable AKK raised the issue plenty times. There was a period where say that the heads of schools didn't get the problem. They open the portal. They know that they wait till very last minute. Of course, most times in private schools, other schools, they wait very last minute until the portal closed. There was a period they opened the portal twice. They're still not able to register. They reach this heads of schools, they come personally to my office, they beg, say, Drea, we don't say now for turn and go big for me. Issues like this, they happen. Of course, we are not saying the ministry is 100% right. There might be challenges. AKK
So
don't
now
raise the issues. There are plenty.
Now that make I ask you, just like I ask Honorable AKK, based on your assessment, you want to say all the ministries, departments, and agencies, then they do well?
I'm not saying all of them do well.
So name with few where you believe say there is an issue and the president needs to take action against them people. And like how they from
AKK is coming from the opposition. He'll be very proud for Kate say, oh, baby.
So because you are coming from the ruling, you have to manage the situation.
I am saying government is doing well. We know say all over the world things not normal. If you notice, if you follow it, they happen at the trend. You did not say Liberia the opposition win. You did not say Ghana the opposition win.
Yes, but back to the issues of this regard for the assessment.
Because generally the world economy is struggling. But so for cartel, you say, oh, this minister need do well. This minister, AKK proudly say, this minister, me, I am part of governance, and I believe the president then will determine
you are representing the people. You're representing the people within a parliament. You understand? So if something they go, I beg your pardon, something they go wrong, you for be there for speak out to the people that this particular area things are not going on.
So if things are not going wrong, like, you know they cast that blame on one person.
No, we specifically talk about the minister.
But there is always a head we're supposed to make sure, so you as a political head, things are being handled as expected.
AKK talk about ETSA and not say the minister. They talk about EGTC.
If you know one for
there are various, let me tell you one thing for appointments. The minister is the head. There are other persons in the same ministry appointed by His Excellency, created by Act of Parliament to carry out responsibilities. Yes. There is no way I can tell you, wait till they happen at ETSA, I say, oh, the minister should be sacked because of there's ETSA, there's a Director General of ETSA, there's a Deputy Director, there's a Board of ETSA appointed by His Excellency the President. ETSA was created by an Act of Parliament. They have what the minister does is supervisory responsibility.
So, Honorable, if you are to go back to the people we represent in the Parliament, as a member of Parliament, you're not able to tell them about ministries, departments, and agencies where you believe say not they perform well, where they end up for speak on their behalf, where you go draw to the attention of the presidency. These guys here and there not they do well. If you don't want to be economical with the truth.
No, it's not being economical with the truth. I am saying this is governance. I know cats don't have to tell you, say, oh, baby, no, they do well. Oh, Mr. A, no, they do well. I am saying every ministry they do well in
it was supposed
rights.
to be issue of transparency and accountability at the end of the day.
That's why we
if someone is not doing well, a member of parliament is supposed to let the public know ABC, now they go
so
wrong.
What's the allegation? So
how
do I come out and say somebody need do well? Which evidence I will use to say?
So they are all performing well.
They are all trying their best.
But Honorable, I want to draw your attention to one key.
Sorry, before I don't even say, I wish we didn't forget. I wish we could get a longer period so that we have this conversation because, like I said,
we get all the time now.
I'll be telling you, sorry, I get a time for I get another program. I said it was today. Now we Founders Day. I'm going to take a key role as a former pupil of that school. It should have started at 9. I don't get several calls. I even told you yesterday, say I have So I thought we are going to concentrate ourselves
It's performance.
on the
I
appointment
explained
committee.
it's the
I thought we are going
appointments
to,
and performance.
I thought we are going to concentrate ourselves on the appointment committee rather than general governance.
I explained
No,
to you,
I know,
it's
but if we are
performance
going to spend
based
general
on
governance,
appointments.
if we are talking about general governance, we'll spend nothing less than 2 hours
All
on
right,
that program.
Honorable.
So I will crave, if na Monday, I will also avail myself on Monday, because after today I'll go applying. I'll avail myself.
We already have
anything
this
after Monday.
opportunity.
Anything after Monday, I'll come back. We
To
talk general governance, on performance of governance, on performance of government, on the so we have enough time. For now, as just say I'm squeezed, I don't get plenty calls. I get for raise the flag on behalf of the old students, and it should start at 9. Please. I feel say if we do any time after Monday, then I'll avail myself again.
So you left now?
I suppose for left now, because I get another, like I tell you, I discuss with you and I will text you.
All right, Honorable Bash, we can come over to Honorable AKK. We continue to highlight the issues we get for do with appointments them where presidents don't get to people and based on them performance them. You already be done name 3 key ministries where according to you, president for sack the ministers them. Now health, the Minister of Agriculture, and the Minister of Education. But apart from them 3 ministries, you then say there's always 2 sides of the coin. Anyone there where you proud of being a member na the appointment committee, where you go say satisfactorily the person na this ministry don't perform well?
Before I can I also say to the deputy leader, say, I know the quote me source from waiting I write. I the quote me source from waiting then publish as a performance indicators na the audit service report.
No. Me and you
Let me land.
So that's why we have the public accounts committee.
I wish you forget time for there.
Exactly. That makes
me not a member of the audit service.
The appointment committee.
No, wait.
No,
you not get time for there. So if you all look back Tuesday, I am willing every other day for Kaya.
Yes,
okay. I basically tell you, say, I know they deal with the financial parts of the report. But issues where you get for look at, you're talking about building systems. How do you build system for Connaught where you not get gloves? I think the cheapest thing at the hospital are gloves.
So whose fault?
Huh?
There's a CMO. You don't say the minister.
If you want to stay, and let's have the deliberations.
The fact that I not go around, because the fact that I am constrained with time.
Let me
just land. Thank you.
For land. If you get time, we'll come back to you.
We'll not get. I still go make time. If you want the whole of next week, we'll there they talk about government indicators. I'm here. You understand? Example again. Let's take this for example. If you go to the report, you understand, it also talk about ministries, agencies of government not paying returns to NRA. And what's painful now the fact say the people who they pretend the ministries and before I forget, you talk about why I not talk about the Minister of Energy, because the president don't leave the Minister of Energy already, you understand? And currently now the president and the Minister of Energy, and me na person no let invite me go say ID. I go tell you let the president resign. Not to say ID you hang go with me so. No, come on. No, the president na get the power for fire. Okay, let the president fire himself as Minister of Energy. So no, let me learn.
Every ministry get MDAs.
I'm glad you follow you day. I want you stay. I want you stay. Honorable Bash. This is we are parliamentarians. You know the parliament they allow self law talk. If you want to talk, I'll wait.
No,
you know a leader.
I don't have time. Now that make
so let me just allow him for
no, now the leader allow it talk. You understand? We don't. I go respond.
You go get invite.
Thank you. The thing is basic. Yeah. When you government president they appoint ministers, you understand? Then they take the responsibility of the president in those ministries. They are the people who are representing the president, and therefore do due diligence. Why they call for sack them? Now because they not represent the president well. I am not saying that they are the people away for do the work. But example, this as you say, and again, Bash, this is the 7th year in governance. No, they drag Sierra Leoneans and say, oh, now so it don't be the happen. The people of Sierra Leone voted the SLPP for get a better change and for depart from the ways we wanna be talking that's why they happen. And if in the 7th year
we are departing from those bad ways.
Honorable Bash, they come to you.
If in the 7th year you're still complaining of how it be happen, it should say you are not a progressive government.
No, I said the foundation was.
Oh my God.
Just go ahead. You are protected.
You know,
you are protected. Go ahead.
A progressive government they take from Usai you meet going forward. Usai the health sector. What way they talk so? I read the audit report of 2017, 2018. The conditions of the health sector now are not mentioned in those reports, even when they do performance audit on them. So my question is simple. If you not get gloves, you say they do building. Are you doing buildings because now they get more kickbacks? Are you really, as they talk so, Bash not going to go to any government hospital? If by mistake a day boy die now, pass who take him back and free to, because these are the things where for concern them. You go Kenima today, not get specialist doctors. These are things where for concern them. You get an office, the whole office of the chief minister, when the midfielder of the government, not they pay back to withholding tax to NRA. This is a shame on government. Where for me as president, I'll fire you the same day. So we are talking about people who are not performing. And these are the key ministries where they deliver for the people directly. We have other ministries. But agriculture, now they don't invest so much money on. When you look at the budget allocations. Now they we hope they as a nation say, we were able to feed ourselves. President tells a country they will feed itself. It will lead to angry nation. So if you cannot implement more than 25% of waiting that you activities per year, it means say the government is failing. So, and I cannot keep short a minister if I am president. If you come to the education sector, we get so much money they spend into the education sector. 21% of we budget is on education sector. Then we still they get picking another seat exams, and the minister is not coming out to make any statement because he don't know now, so they don't let Boku picking out. Now they pull press release. Why they not be don't watch the picking and resolve them and send in our work on time?
So honorable, before they bring honorable Bash, just like what Mabel asks, you don't mention about the ministries that will not perform very well. So we just want for it to get the question back again for like you come in and respond with Tiga. So the ministries that we don't observe, we don't perform very well to what's the expectation? Okay,
I think I will answer that question first. I tell you, say if I wrote government in a holistically, I'll give them 10% out of 90. And that now because the visions they. One thing you know they take away from the SLPP, they get the visions them. Oh, we go do free quality education. That's a very good initiative. Yeah. But how you don't implement them? We're still in a country where, as we talked so yesterday, Guma the pool press release. Go look that Guma catchment area where they don't set fire. I not be expect just a press release. This will be a concern to the president. We don't see fire force good if we go out that fire. This is our sustenance as a country. This are the view where they provide water. Now the source of water for Western area. They light fire day almost 3 days today. One fire force not go there for go light and for go out the fire. Rather than Guma the pool press release say we sustenance as a city is under threat. So if you look at some of them things and you understand. For me, I go say. We are having a state collapse. We experience a state collapse in which the state cannot even help itself.
What do you think say go wrong? Is it proper monitoring not there or not just negligence of duties where people not able to perform their duty? Okay, I will tell you one simple thing. The SLP government concentrate more on politicking than service delivery for the people. For them, it's how you oppress the opposition, how you arrest them, how you make them uncomfortable. Now don't be them basic agenda rather than service delivery. Maybe nobody know there na the wall. We go say this na the Guma main dam. Wo Abupa the light fire the 3 good days fire force 1 engine because who's how they talk about so na the main with water day. Now just let fire force day in presence for hot the fire. For save we all lives them. Let me bring Honorable
this
Bash.
Is a shame.
Honorable AKK say, in belief say the SLPP government believe more on politicking than service delivery.
So that make the APC go always do silently. Number one, first of all, you consistently discuss around the opinion of the auditor. Me, I don't in a parliament when the audit report don't come out on the Ebola funds. And Parliament standing ground say these are opinions of the auditor. We had to investigate and make sure, see, most of the allegations levied at the audit reports on the Ebola were false. Again, when the auditor they go, they can I ask you question, if you're not able to present that document, the audit is time bound. They go, they bring that's why the audit report goes to Parliament and the PAC. So what all of the allegations raised, I agree with the audit. These are allegations. So that's why these allegations should be proven beyond reasonable doubt by the PAC. And you can see
so
the
for
PAC,
you, people for they take the audit reports with a pinch of salt?
No. The audit report is a report of Parliament. Now, Parliament property. Now make
but he just refer to them.
No. He has referred a lot. I agree with him. I agree with him perfectly. I am not challenging what the Auditor General is saying. These are opinions, and here you know, say these are opinions of the auditor. We don't know. We have situations. So say the audit report don't say this. When PAC or ICC go investigate, we then go see the facts. So for let's say there is no glove, oh this the apple. So that's an opinion. As a senior member of Parliament, it should if also know say this is an opinion of the
you
audit.
You seek medical na salon where
of course.
You get
how they go.
health
How they
issues.
go that 34 how they go. The doctors they Dr. Luceni and Dr. Kanu. That 34 how they go. I don't want they go private hospital in this country.
And you never travel on medical basis.
No. No one able. I don't get me a kind of medical condition.
It's still young. Like ask Uncle Kaja.
You go to Dr. Kanu at 34, you go to Dr. Luceni. These are my doctors at 34. I think today say at 34 they go little. Because traditionally for body at 34 na me hospital.
But you still strongly believe say there are a lot of challenges
Of
within
course,
the sector.
of course there are challenges.
Where government
These are not.
So
These
now
are
that
not.
make me
These are
ask you say
fundamental
in terms of
challenges.
performance.
But for let you
also
say
you think
that
say heads need
10%
for
every
be
day.
rolled.
They say 7
for
a day that the
let service delivery be
opposition that they
improved.
stifle themselves. You know it in the happen. The government not get no business with the opposition. They no more alone don't stifle themselves. You know it in the happen at the opposition.
I don't know.
So there is no way.
I don't
it's
know
a
what
public
is happening
secret.
there.
We don't know it in the talk around Samora. We don't know it in the talk. And then they fed they said they stifle
Anyway, back
themselves.
to the issue
Government
again, to
doesn't
do
have
with
any interest
performance.
in the opposition. Already the opposition don't stifle themselves. So government is concentrating on doing the good for we all.
Back to performance and the appointments with the President Kingi. When are the topic for this morning?
go again?
Waiting you go.
Well,
Waiting you
I
go
don't remember
recommend
concentrate
say.
to talk to the opposition. I noticed
No,
you are
we
happy.
give una equal
And I
time.
have said, can
We
come back
offer
on
una
Tuesday
also equal
already?
time.
I have
Okay, now
got
let me
on
just
10
use this
calls,
time we don't
just
left.
said the call.
Let me just
Yeah.
use this time we don't left. Based on performance and the appointments and with the president give. Also, you think say the president for focus for let improvement day on service delivery.
President we get 5 priorities that we use to convince the people. Agriculture, number 1. Youth and employment.
So you agree with
another.
him now?
Of course, I agree that we haven't got there. Nobody know the tell you, see, I know they sit down for tell you, see, we don't achieve all of that. That's why we have 5 years span. Nobody, when we say we bring free quality education, we know it will be challenged. People not be even believe, say, we can even venture into it. We started. We still going. It's a process. Education is a process. There's no way I can tell you, say, oh, we don't get it right. When they open Liberty TV, it's a process.
So the process don't take 7 years. We are still on the process.
The process will continue. Education is forever. The process will continue. People will come down and improve on it. You know, now you begin there. You go run and tell other people go can improve on that. Nobody tell you say we don't begin agriculture. Oh, look, food that table now rest at 2000. No, it's a process. We'll have it. Like he said, the vision is there, the willingness is there,
And you
the
think
readiness
the
is there.
political appointees and already had the MDAs they are currently based on your own assessments, then for maintain the job.
So far, they are doing well. So far, we have the vision, we have the willingness, we have the readiness, we are prepared, we are doing it as a process. Every other government, I still remember say, and the Skoma promise and culture in the second term, with nothing in able to achieve. It's a process we still don't come. Because this Pakaba promise agriculture in the second term, this has also been the vision of the presidency that we don't come. For say, we don't provide food for ourselves. President build us.
So don't you
this
think
is
say,
the
you
vision.
don't think say the people is suffer with all them promises and the way they come up from
It's a matter of process.
But we
The
still
one the
keep
way
on-
the
we still
Indians,
keep
the China,
promising.
the Palestine, the Vietnam, where they see them get out. This happening in
How
one
long
in
we will
6,
get
7,
them
5
right,
years.
honorable? How long we will get them right?
It's a process. You don't get it right from when you pay Liberty TV. You don't get it right.
Honorable Bash, let's just ask Honorable
Yes, I'm sorry. You don't
AKK.
get it right. It's a
Honorable,
process, right?
these are
You
two
will come,
different
you
things we
serve
talk
others
about.
themselves.
These are two different
You
things we talk about.
understand?
Let me
It's a
just
process.
bring Honorable AKK, you think
No, I
this
think say you
process
very
will
happy
take
for
too
the
long?
so you
Also,
so
The process we Honorable Bashir talk about.
interestingly,
In terms of service delivery and
before I answer that
performance.
question, let's make something very clear. Yes, the audit is an opinion, but unlike what they say, when the auditors say they go audit you, they send you the wait serve them, you answer, then send back. Before they publish, you also they send to you. So therefore, some of the issues that we talk about when I indicate of problems, now issues that we automatically the ministries and agencies don't see them over time. Let me give you just a such example. And because the government because the government of the SNPP just like bash, no, they take the audit service very important. Now make we even get when I take the audit service. But let me end.
Okay. We even as a government, we a publisher, we have an
no, I don't say you know.
When willingly they discuss around the
audit. Argue.
That's how open we are.
Argue ample time. Argue ample time. Take
I don't tell you consistently. Say sorry, please.
No, you can go if you want go, but no, you know I go it.
You understand? I mean,
so you want to wrap up now and go, right?
Yeah, me, I always say, so I want us, I still want
but
to
we can't end the program because you're leaving. If you want for the day, we just wrap up, then you can just stay a little while. We'll wrap up very soon. We'll wrap up very soon. Okay. This time we let me just allow for 9. You respond and we wrap up.
You know, okay. It tells you the done by 9:30.
We wrap up because let's just land and we come to wrap up.
Maybe you know, if as last again, if we're taking it seriously, sometimes the issue will happen. Again, not for this, not for happen. Read the cocaine saga. Read
saga.
Honorable
Bachelor, just allow for London.
If you read page 123, 123 of the audit service report, they make reference say the vehicles that within at the embassy. They work without the needed documents them when they left, how did they come in, how did they go out, and did they waste enough fuel on them, they not get fleet control. He did it clearly, you understand? So by the time it can happen now by December 31, say we Motukana Guinea don't begin the traffic cocaine. If you check maybe the same problem will be happen if them be booked that Motukade well before they left for these services, just we don't know waiting a day over. So I am saying in essence, in as much as their opinion then they now they would pay for as a country. Now them people we employ for giving opinion. I have said this again. Let me say this. If the current strength of the health sector remains as it is, with all the loopholes the way the Minister of Health not get no business for getting a government. If the agricultural sector, where we abopa, I agree with you. Government in, government out don't come for implement agriculture. They're not able to get them right. So if we get somebody now where we don't give you hope, say they can't do it right, and he spend 2 years just to implement 25% of what we hope for can deliver, it sure says it's not doing well. Let him be fired. There are other Sierra Leoneans. If you have a minister of education, where for 3 good years, we begin another sit worse. You understand? Worse for sit worse now a prayer point. As they talk so 12 in colleagues them, 2 consecutive year. You know, the honorable from Kono Johnny in Pekin and last time able sit worse. This year as we talk so honorable Dura from Cambia in Pekin able sit worse, and it's not a mushroom school so you're talking about Annie Watt and Prince of Wales. So I am saying if this is not a concern to him, because he don't make a very clear say now government bench today. Therefore, even if it is wrong, even if it is not up to standard, he obliged for defend waiting wrong. And when it comes to service delivery, don't ask yourself which party I belong to. I am not saying this because I'm in opposition. I am saying this because it affects the lives of the people. The water, the place where they born Naguma. Now opposition no more the drink from that water.
The border.
All right, yeah, gentlemen.
First of all, the honorable they run around health, bringing issues around the audit report. We're not to the audit report to discuss.
No,
bringing the opinion
but
of the
audit. About performance.
The audit.
Is performance. It is called a performance audit. Sorry, sir. It is called performance audit.
Opinion.
So if you ask me for, if you ask me for, no, you say
around the audit is around. The
no.
That's why you do notice. See, there's already a stiff issues between ACC and Parliament. ACC wants to investigate on the opinion. Parliament is say, oh, this is our property, allow us to investigate and hand over whatever we get to you. And as a member of Parliament, they come, even when they don't say, okay, this is an opinion, allow them go into details and get the facts and behind. You come and discuss the audit report, then
So just a simple one.
You understand? Because again, all of the things that we do is impossible to say, okay, if you as a very senior member of Parliament, they can discuss the audit report as it is and make an issue, then there is no need for the Parliament to say ACC to investigate. Okay, as well say ACC go and investigate because these are the allegations raised. But Parliament is saying, no, this is our property, allow us to investigate and hand over what we have to hand over to you. So we should not be here discussing the audit report. We should wait until investigations are done, enough justification facts are brought out, then we discuss.
But Honorable,
so
this
what
is
we
not
are
the first
discussing
audit
is like,
report.
say, can we handle that? That's what all of the points he's raising is based on the audit reports.
Yeah, but not the reference so you can make. You said can use them for make reference when you discuss issues of performance.
So when we will know the law, they can't sit down now and deceive people. Why don't we just say these are allegations, so hand over to ACC, go and investigate? Like all of what he said, these are issues that should be investigated by ACC. I agree with you perfectly. That's the opinion of the audit. But until Parliament investigate, we bring out a clear report.
Let me just read messages and wrap up the program. Honorable Bash and Honorable AKK. With the messages where the viewers they don't send, the very first one I go take now the Facebook page. Us friend Kamara, they say the presidential appointments candidates, are they going through vetting process that is complex? Does the vetting team consider human behavioral issues from human psychology perspective by engaging autocologists and to be part of the vetting committee? Political maturity counts.
The next one I will take from YouTube, if they come from Saidu Kama, they say this is exactly how we should be looking at our politicians in Sierra Leone, for them to come out to the public and tell us what we're supposed to do.
Macmillan Timothy Carton at the Facebook page say, a parliamentarian who is afraid to name unperforming ministries and departments in their government can be seen as either compromised or ineffective, prioritizing personal or political interest over accountability. Their reluctance to speak out suggests a lack of courage or a willingness to tolerate inefficiency for the sake of loyalty or self-preservation. From the YouTube channel, it come out from Salyu Puda. It say, Honorable Bash, please don't run. Continue to give us view. Abubakar Fofana say, appointments, are they by compensation or are they merited? The next one I come up from Jibril Bango. I say this government does not hire based on qualification, but who did know. So sad for a nation underdeveloped. All right, the final one I go say because of time, Lolo Kasparini, he say person no go ever go with fake document. Person don't ever go with fake documents to una where una find out, and una don't ever reject appointments. A question where they ask. The last one they come up from Lamin Bangura. Now the YouTube channel is say, Sierra Leonean, wake up and stand tall for your country. All right, from that message, and they will come over to the studio, get them as to wrap up the program. Honorable AKK, we take give you 2 minutes, and Honorable Bashef equally 2 minutes. Then we wrap up the program.
All right, basically, it's sad that my leader they say we know for discuss findings of the audit report, but he also knows that there are constitutional provisions which we see in fact we supposed to debate them. And not tell me practice when there is a law. There is a law we ask you for debate. We don't move several motions for debate. So if there are opinions, we've paid for those opinions as citizens, and we trust the people that will give them job then day, and therefore within the present to we. Which I talk today is it's if I use international reports. Like UNICEF report, which I say now less than 10% of Sierra Leoneans drink clean pure water. You will say, oh, maybe they are not here, they are not this. I'm talking about people who interface with ministries on a daily basis. I'm talking about how people they feel when they go to hospital. Even me, when I commit a member of the health committee,
you're 1 minute more.
Yes, we go Ukupa government hospital. We then just repair, we then just be less than 10 years ago. If you see in current state, Now you and the Arata they pass inside. Go now the Chinese government, the Chinese hospital hand over to we as a government recently. Go look in state.
Somebody asked if the appointment the way can come merited on a compensation. What do you think?
Well, that one they left to the president in prerogative. Now in constitution game mandate say he can choose anybody. But basically, the one that we made all this today, the Minister of Agriculture, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Health, and the Chief Minister, we know they ensure say in people them under them pay back to NRA, they are not fit for purpose. They should go home.
All right. Many thanks for the program this morning, Honorable Bash.
First of all, also the Chief Minister, in people already supervised, no, they pay back to NRA. That one, they now allegations, now opinion of the, opinion of the audit. I believe the APAC they look into them, and if it is true, then the APAC they investigate. You understand? That's why as senior member of Parliament, when we sit down, they discuss the opinion of the auditor. I'll feel constrained. I should say in our radio if not be Parliament until.
Why do you feel constrained? Because you are representing the people and you are reporting to them.
An opinion. It not means an opinion is fact. Okay. It's an opinion, and until
but the constitution tell you for debate
until proven, these opinions are not facts. That's why they are referred to as
but
opinions.
But these are the same opinions I use for make no, but now I use for seize people and property them. The same opinions that they will use. No, but now we use for get where on former chief minister they speak big wrong English about people they say and Gregor's corruptions and everything. Now all these reports in use. No, I find it difficult for you change the definition of the audit report. Now I use for seize Dr. Bain Oath. Now I use for seize more content host. Now you say na opinion. It's disingenuous. Sorry about it.
The level of we know they say we don't get it right, so there's no way. There's no way we sit down here as a government and proudly say we don't get it right. Like he said, we have the vision, we have the willingness, we have the mindsets, and that is what is expected of us. And those visions, those mindsets, and those preparedness we'll get, would they look at them and would pursue them so that at the end of the day, it's not politics. I know they can't because I want you light, I go bring generator emergency. That's what we are struggling in, that's what we inherited, and that's what we are struggling.
And 7 years you've not done anything?
It's a process. I agree, it's a process. Madam President build on, sit on a power, in 10 years it will go, another president will come, it will continue. If those will be sit down, the foundation, we should not be where we are today. Those will be done the foundation was not laid. The countries they develop now, foundations were laid.
All right.
So now the foundation now they lay, we cannot have it right. We are trying to lay the foundation. President build on a free quality education. That's the vision of this. That's what we want. That's the vision. Another president will come, he will develop on it. Another one will come, will develop on it. Maybe we will not have it right. Just like when I when I put it together, maybe I know the way when I will build compound on my own. But the vision we get that can I begin a TV station? It don't start small. It don't get a small room. It get a small space. Others will come after her.
All right,
and they always rely on the vision. That this is the vision.
You don't end up for go again.
So what we'll say, we are a government that is really ready and prepared to listen. We discuss openly the Auditor General's report. PAC is investigating. And the one to know, they know they had nothing.
All right. Many thanks we on the program this morning.
So they can't choose the back?
Well, production will decide that and we'll get back to Una.
Okay.
Many thanks. Well, gentlemen, now so this edition of the program Liberty Breakfast Show go left for now. Today at the studio, we've been get Honorable Bashiru Siliki, when the Sierra Leone People's Party SLPP represents the program. This morning we will also get Honorable Abdul Karim Kamara. Now the program will be represent the All People's Congress. We discuss both political appointments and performance generally. We come to them political appointments here. Many thanks. So now always send on a message, ask on a question and comments, and I apologize for the many messages where we're not able to read. Many thanks to the production team. Until we meet again, may welcome back. Get a good day and goodbye.
And me, Hassan Koma, stay blessed and have a comfortable day. Bye-bye.